contagious. You're right, Margaret. So super, super fun. All right. Well, Tom and I had a wonderful time in Mexico on the incentive trip, and Stampin' Up treated us so, so well. And I thought I would show you my prize wheel gifts, and then I can show you my pillow gifts, okay? So the first day when we got to spend, you could choose a ribbon. And so, of course, I selected the black and very vanilla gingham ribbon. All right, so that was my selection. I forgot what the other two ribbons were. So we got a roll of ribbon. And then the next day, we could select a stamp set. And so I chose Beauty of the Deep. And believe it or not, I'm going to straighten my camera, ladies. Believe it or not, I didn't have this stamp set, so I was pretty tickled with it. Happy to get it. So this will be great for this summer and for our beach cards. And then the next day, we got to select some 6x6 paper, and I chose the Lily Pond Lane. And so this was one of the prize wheels prizes. So isn't this cute? I don't know if y'all have had a chance to see the Lily Pond paper. Look at these ducks. It also has a coordinating bundle. And then the opposite side has like little arrows. And then we've got flowers. Okay, so these flowers, do y'all know what they remind me of? The embossing folder. We have an embossing folder similar to this. Look at the flowers in this. So I can't think of the name of the embossing folder, but it's a 3D, and it's like a 6x6 size. There's little lily pads. Look at the koi fish. Aren't they beautiful? This is really fun paper. So I'm showing it to you because you may or may not have it yet. The catalog's only been live 8 days. And here's the opposite side. Got a little peach pie in there. Look at this one. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Here's the ducks. I know, Margaret. No, it was Mary Kay. Who was it? Someone said, oh, Margaret said, love this, although I didn't want to love it. I know, Margaret. Now I want the bundle, right? It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And then here, oh, look at this one. Look at this with the lily pads. Oh, and look, there's a fish. And here's the opposite side. I had not seen this paper until I received it as a prize. Here's the other one. Hi, Deborah, good evening. And here's smaller fish on this side. All right, okay, so Gail's putting this on her next order. Here's another design. It's super cute. And this looks like little flowers. Oh my gosh, more ducks. I can't take it. It's just so cute. So if the paper's cute, the stamp set has got to be cute, right? All right, and then these look like pussy willows here from the marsh. And then we've got some gray on the back. So a more subtle design for the back. Look at this. So, so cute. Here we go. And then the opposite side are the flowers. Oh, Lisa, you got the whole suite? Awesome. All right, again, this is reminding me there is an embossing folder. And I think it carried over. It's reminding me of this paper. And then the other side, it could be feathers. I'm not sure what that is. So that is Lily Pond. What was it called? Lily Pond Lane 6x6. And so Kisha says the ducks are in my order on the way. It's chilling at the border. Absolutely. I need to get my readers on, y'all. I can't read without them. Oh my gosh, and Margaret's telling me about a game show. Oh, awesome. Koi fish do live a very long time. They do, longer probably than we do. So, hello, Angela. Welcome. All right, then the last night. Oh, thank you, Corinne. They're tiny dragonflies. Thank you. I didn't have my readers on. The very last day, you could spin 4 different stickers, and I really wanted this sticker, and this is the one I got. So I was pretty happy about this one because this is kind of an exclusive one. And then here is another sticker. So we got to choose 2 of those. I know, Mary Kay, this is torture, isn't it? Now I want the bundle. I don't have the bundle. So, oh, okay. And Roxanne says the little pattern could be insects. You're probably right. Between insects, dragonflies, all that good stuff that you would find in a marsh. All right. So the next thing I want to share with you are the pillow gifts. And, so as you probably saw on my video, once we arrived at the hotel, we checked in with the hotel desk, and then they gave us our name tag, and then we were able to have a shopping experience. Stampin' Up! Called it the gifting experience, and I'm sure you saw it on the videos. They had huge tables when you could pick out anything that you wanted from each table. You picked out one thing, so it was pretty awesome. So guess what? The first thing that we got to pick out is the bag, and we needed the bag because we put all of our pillow gifts inside the bag. And right here, you're gonna notice that it has a little tag and it says Stampin' Up on it. I always go the wrong way here. There we go, Stampin' Up. All right, they had so many different bags. I didn't know which one to choose. I kept trying to make a decision. It was super hard. And then Tom said, you have to make a decision. So I made one. There was another table where there were several Mexican women sitting at the table making these little, I'm gonna call it a yarn doll. Look at this cactus. These are handmade. They were sitting there and making them, and we got to select 2 of them. So there's my little cactus. I know I'm in love with the bag. It may not go to the beach. When we were in Mexico, it's funny because I told my husband, I said, I don't want to take my beach bag to the beach because I don't want to get sand in it. And he said, do you realize what you just said? You don't want to get sand on your on your beach bag, but I really don't. So anyway, these are fun. You can add them to your tote bag. And a lot of people were doing that, but I didn't want mine to get messed up. Look at this little cutie. Isn't she precious? There were so many different colors, very, very vibrant colors for all of these little yarn dolls, as I call them. All right, so a lot of the women were doing this, a lot of the demonstrators. They were hanging this on their tote. So don't you think that I should do that? I'll put it on this side so that it doesn't cover up my Stampin' Up tag. So what do you think? How cute are these? Isn't that adorable? On the bag. I just love it. It's just so stinking cute. So, all right. I may be carrying this bag next week with all of my projects and stuff in it. You never know. All right, it was super hot there, okay? I mean, it was 80 degrees, but we're closer to the equator, and it was very humid. So it was like August in Virginia. So I was really surprised that it would, I should have realized it was going to be hot and humid, but not as much as it really was. We got a fan. These were in all kinds of colors, bright colors. Everything was in bright colors. And they Stampin' Up! Put a little Stampin' Up! Tag on it. This really works. This is amazing at the beach, all right? So I will be taking this to the beach. It was absolutely wonderful. I'm definitely gonna add it to my bag, Arlene. It's just too cute. All right, we also got to select a picture frame, all right? And I actually got it home without breaking it. So they were all different. Every single picture frame was different on the table. It was so difficult to select which frame. It is ceramic. It's made in Mexico. And I've got to figure out which picture I'm going to put inside. So I know everything is so pretty, isn't it? Everything is just lovely. I'm probably going to forget something because honestly, I've kind of put things away. And then for tonight, I decided to pull them out. All right. This was a gift we received. Hello, Irma. This was a gift that we received the very last day, and it was delivered to our room. All right. And it's got this little Mexico sticker there and the ribbon. I'm going to slide this off so that I can show you. This is just so awesome. And you may have seen it from other demonstrators already. But I'm going to try and get this out. Y'all are going to love this. And I'm going to love it once I get it done. Here we go. It is a Memories and More album. All right. Just like we sell. And inside, they had put cards in for us. All right, and so you're going to see all these cards where I'll be able to add photos. Isn't this awesome? So this will be one of my summer projects, I hope, along with all of those other projects, right? But you can see they put cards in every single one where we can write little memories. Just so fun. And this was on in our room. And this one, oh, you know what? This one fell out, and it goes right here. But I just love the design. So pretty. It really is. Isn't it nice? I love it. It's pretty like it is. But they filled every single pocket. So it'll be great for journaling as well as adding a few pictures. I know, isn't this a neat album? Also, you know what I can do? Buy extra pages and put them throughout the album and put pictures in those. So, but these are great for journaling. Oh, look, and they had some extra pockets in here. Then they had these stickers created for us. So this is Stampin' Up. I'll go ahead and zoom in for you. Those say Stampin' Up right there. This is Mexico. Love, love, love. Aren't these fun? I know. This type of an album would be great for my grandbabies. Absolutely. Okay, so it looks like we get 2 of each sticker sheet. All right. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try, will this fit if I slide this in right here? Ha. Now they won't slip out of the box. So I'm gonna put it back in the box, but wanted you to see this. This was one of the last things. This was a big surprise. They had sent us an email that said, today you'll receive a pillow gift in your room. Be sure to find it. Be sure to look for it. So, all right. Take a few minutes just to slide this in and protect it. Then, whoops, I'm sorry. I thought I had switched over to me. I'm just putting this in the box just to protect it, just so I don't get any water or anything on it. Also, the hotel gave us pillow gifts, which I was really surprised about. So one night, there was a different basket each night, and they would put little candies and cookies in it. And so there were 2 in this one. I've already had one of them, but these are native to their country. So I know that was the first day. Aren't they cute? And each day, they would put a little card with it, and it would be sitting on the bed. So have all the little cards there. And this was another night. Look at this cute little basket. Aren't they fun? And then this one also had little treats in it. So they did this every night, and it was a hotel that did it. Then here is another basket right here. Aren't they fun? And this had little treats in it. Now this is a chocolate. So those treats were there. There were like 5 nights of these little baskets. Put that there. And then here is another one. How cute. And this one also had some candy in it as well. And then there's one more. Right here is another one. They are great little mementos, aren't they? You could sit them in the bathroom, in the kitchen, wherever. Here's some more little chocolate treats. So, and the little cards described each one of them. So they were the little baskets. Aren't they fun? All right, so I think that covers everything, although there was one other thing that Stampin' Up! Gave us. They gave us a little spirit animal. It's made out of wood. It was hand painted in Mexico, and I got the aardvark. And he's super cute. He's actually in my bedroom sitting on my dresser. So, but if I have a picture, I'll have to post it. But isn't this fun? Ooh, yes, lots of little candy stashes. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and I'm looking to see. I don't want to forget anything. Let's go ahead and start on our project tonight, okay? So I'll see a lot of you this weekend for class on Friday or Saturday. And we're going to be making this little birdhouse. So you might want to pay attention, and you might want to grab paper and pen. All right, I'm going to show them to you quickly. We'll do that first. Let me zoom in here. This one is in Summer Splash. And, oh, I did forget something. Okay, I have to go back. I forgot something. It's laying here right on the floor, so hang on. Yes, Corinne reminded me. What did you pick for your 3-bag set? And mine is right here by my foot, Corinne. Okay, so we were given these packing cubes. So I'm going to give you a close-up of what the packing cube looks like, okay? This is a very large one. And you're going to notice that all the packing cubes have Stampin' Up! On the little zippers. How cute is that? I don't think it's showing up. And then it also had Stampin' Up! Right here on the seam, okay? So this one I'm going to show you is a very large bag, okay? And then you could pick any color you wanted. And I'll show you the 3 patterns. So you could pick any pattern you wanted. They also had this pattern. So this is the medium size packing cube. And then this is the small packing cube. And I decided to do 3 different patterns. I just thought that would be super fun. So here we are. They're Stampin' Up! Again with the little zippers, and again here. So I love packing cubes. I don't know if you all have ever used these for packing, but I highly recommend them. And I'll tell you what I like about it. I can put my pajamas in it, my robe, you know, all that kind of stuff, and put it in the packing cube. And then when I get to the hotel, the cube goes inside the drawer. So my pajamas and robe and everything stays clean because it's in the packing cube and not just laying in the drawer. So keep that in mind because they're very useful. You can also put wet bathing suits in them. A lot of people were putting wet bathing suits in them. let's see, it was one other thing I was thinking. I don't know what it was. You could put craft supplies in them. You could put your markers in them. You probably need one this large just for your Stampin' Blends, right? Okay, I think we're ready to get started now. I know I've been looking for the basic black cardstock, and I just found it, so hang on. All right, just trying to get rid of, I get this reflection on my glass mat, so if any of you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. I'm gonna put this here so that I can show you the little birdhouses that we're gonna create tonight. We're gonna be creating one in peach pie. All right, and it even has a little back right here. So this one is the Summer Splash, and this one is Shy Shamrock. So can you tell the difference in color in the two different greens? Here's one in Pretty in Pink. And here's one in Petunia Pop. Aren't they fun? And then here is one in Peach Pie. And I do want to show you that it does fit a hand sanitizer from Bath and Body, okay? So anyway, it'll fit the hand sanitizer. I did all 5 in colors for my open house display. And I'm gonna show you how to make one tonight, okay? Now tomorrow, I'm gonna do my very best to post this on my blog with the instructions and the measurements and photos, okay? All right, so let's get started. We're actually gonna start with the box, okay? And so I'm gonna move these out of the way, and I should show you, we're using the Country Birdhouse stamp set, and it has coordinating dies, and they are right here. And I'll point out the dies when we get to actually assembling the house, okay? But anyway, it's a wonderful stamp set. I have only made the birdhouse. I haven't made any cards with it yet, and I can't wait to do that. Okay, so we'll do that at the next Facebook Live. We'll make cards with this, okay? Alrighty, so I'm gonna slide this over, and we're gonna bring in the paper trimmer, okay? And I need to grab my measurements. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna cut this at 4 inches by 5 inches, but let me check. Okay, like I said, tomorrow I'll have the measurements up. Yes, we are cutting it 4 by 5 inches. So I'm gonna cut along the 8.5 inch side, because when I do that, I'm almost cutting it in half and I'm not wasting paper, okay? So let's head on over to 4 inches, and then we're going to cut that. So you'll see, I don't really have a lot of paper waste, because this right here is almost a card base. You just have to trim it to 4 1/4 inches. So I hope that makes sense, okay? All right, and then we're gonna rotate the cardstock to the 11-inch side, and we're going to cut at 5 inches. All right, hello, Donna. We're happy to have you. And Donna, when the broadcast is over tonight, you can go back and look at all my pillow gifts from the incentive trip, okay? All right, so we have 4 by 5, and look, this is left over, so it's a wonderful cardstock layer to any card base, all right? So very little paper waste. You'll be able to use that paper just fine. All right, so while we're on the 5-inch side, let's go ahead and we are going to do some scoring. All right, so my scoring blade is always at the top of my trimmer, and I keep my cutting at the bottom of the trimmer. So I'm going to push the cutting blade out of the way. And we are going to score at 1.5 inches. Okay, so there's my 1.5. And then we're going to score again at 3.5 inches. So you're welcome to write down these measurements, but I should have it up for you tomorrow, okay? We're going to rotate now to 4 inches. And if you're just joining me, we are making a birdhouse, a 3D birdhouse. Now we're going to score at 1.5 inches. There's the 1.5. And I know that's a bit hard for you to see. It's quite a distance. So here we are at 1.5. And then we'll score again at 2.5. All right. And that's all the scoring that we're going to need to do. All right. And I need 1 second just to look at my samples. Okay, good. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are now going to trim on the score line. I'm gonna move my light. It's a little dark, but my camera puts a shadow over the paper. So sorry about that. All right, we're gonna cut. Hope you can see that score line, and I'm gonna cut right up to that first score line, just like that, okay? And then we're gonna do it again, right there, okay? Now we're gonna flip on over to the other side of the paper, and we're gonna cut again. All right, and now I am just folding all of my score lines, but we'll be ready for assembling the box. And that's all it is to the box, okay? Hello, Carolyn, you're never late, never too late. All right, so I am deciding which way I want. All right. So we're going to go this way, and I'm going to get my tearing tape. All right, I'm just going to tear a little piece. I'm deciding where I'm going to put. I am going to put a piece of tape right there for that. Yep. And probably the same place. It's been about, I don't know, probably 3 weeks since I've made this box, so I'm just reviewing it. Hello, Sharon. I know there have been a lot of storms everywhere. I was watching the news tonight. All right, so let me show you. This is the outside of your box, and on the inside, this is where we're putting the tearing tape, okay? And I cut that a little short. I probably don't need to put that there, but I will. All right, we're gonna peel this off, okay? Oh, and by the way, while we're doing tearing tape, let's just go ahead and add our tape for right here, okay? Yay, I'm so glad. Carolyn can't wait to make it. Awesome. Now, Carolyn, if you missed me putting the box together, you can go back and hit the replay, okay? All right, here we go. We are going to peel this off, okay? And we're going to bring this up, all right? And we're going to stick this together. So hopefully you were able to see me do that. I'll make sure that you see it on this side. We're closing this again, okay? And you could do both sides at the same time if you want. All right. Yeah, the nice thing about replay is if you don't grab the measurements right away, it's okay. All right, as you're going to see, you can always go back and hit that replay and watch the, for directions and that sort of thing. Okay, so the seam is going here and the seam is here. It's on both sides, but it doesn't matter, okay? So don't get caught up in which side to put the tear and tape, okay? And now we're gonna peel this off and we're gonna close it up. Okay? And then we're going to do the very same thing right here. And close that up. And now we have a box. All right? And you're going to notice, I don't know if you'll notice or not, but there's a little bit, see if I can get my camera to focus. There's a little bit of excess of paper. I'm just going to trim. Just a tad. It wasn't a lot. Maybe you'll see it on this side. Do you see right there is what I'm talking about? The camera does not want to focus on that. I'm just going to trim. It was just a little bit sticking out. That's all. Okay. Yeah, the birdhouse is fun. By the way, you put candy kisses in it too. That'll fit too if you don't want to do the hand sanitizer. All right, our box is done. And now we're going to start working on the birdhouse. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so I do want to show you what I used as far as dies. Okay. Alrighty, let me get all my little birdhouses out here. Get them out of the way just a little bit. All right, so this die right here, cut out 2 of these, all right? So that is what you're gonna need to do. You're gonna be cutting out 2 of these. You need a house for the front, and you need a house for the back. And I'll show you how to cut it on your designer paper. Okay, so I have all this designer paper left because I cut 40 of these yesterday, okay? And as you can see, this is a 6x6 sheet of designer paper. It's our in color paper. And I took the die and I cut 1 birdhouse here. Then I flipped the die and I cut a birdhouse on the other side, okay? Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie, for the suggestion on the camera. I appreciate it. So that's all you need to do, and it will work with a 6x6 paper. Now, I've kept all my scraps because I have another project coming out, and I'll be able to use these smaller pieces, all right? But you will need 2 of these. And you can do whichever design you want. I mean, if you want this to be your design, you can use that. So it doesn't have to be the little circles, okay? Doesn't have to be the little circles. So those are the 2 things you need there. And then you need 1 of these. And we're going to be putting this on the back of the birdhouse. And I will show you what that die looks like. It actually looks like this. So when you go to cut it out, by the way, this is peach pie. I'm trying to get under that. You would lay this on your paper, cut it out, and this is what it will look like, okay? So I'll put this here with this. This may be something where you may even want to do a screenshot once I get everything laid out. That might be helpful for you. All right, and so Peggy's looking forward to the birdhouse too. I am so glad, Peggy. All right, let's see what's next. You are going to be needing 1 of these, all right? And I'll show you the die for that. It is right here, okay? So that's what we have so far. Hi, Thelma. Welcome. Then you're going to need one of these. This is going to be going on the front of the birdhouse. Okay. Cute. And so you're going to want this die right here. Okay. And it doesn't put holes in the scalloped border, okay? That's just for poking out the paper, okay? Then there's another piece you need for the roof. Hang on one second. Hi, Annie, welcome. You're going to need one of these, and you would use this die right here. All right, so this is just a thinner die. So I'll kind of put that there along with that, okay? And let's see what's next. There are some flowers. So hang on, and I will pull those out. This is the little flower, and that is in peach pie as well. Very dainty, yes. And this is the die that you would use for that. All right, see if I can just zoom in just a little bit closer for y'all. I know sometimes it can be hard to see things. Okay, there we go. Now you're gonna also need a larger flower for this project, and this is right here. And I wonder, oh no, I didn't cut it. Okay, I wasn't sure if I'd cut it or not. And it is right here. So I hope laying this out is helpful for you. You're gonna also need 2 of these. And this is the die that you'll use. And I'm going to put that right there. All right, so how are we doing so far? Lots of pieces and parts, for sure. And we're going to stamp a bird tonight and cut that out together, okay? So, all right, now one more piece. You know what I should probably do? I should probably take a picture of this. I know y'all are gonna say, yes, please, please. All right, you see this little circle? It looks like a donut, okay? Looks like a donut. And it is this circle right here. All right. I believe that's all the pieces and parts. You're going to also notice that in this stamp set, there are additional leaves and additional flowers. And this is a pole for the birdhouse. This is a bow to hang the birdhouse, and a bird die, and even flower dies. And this right here is like wood grain. All right, that you can even stamp. And it does have some wonderful greetings. And then we've got a little bit of grunge right here. Okay. All right, so that's what we're going to put together this evening. And I'm going to get some grid paper now to work on. And I am going to move this to the side. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll just get the back of the house done. All right, so we'll work on the back because that's going to be the easy part, okay? Yes, we must break it down, right? Once I started fooling with this, it's a lot of little pieces. It's absolutely adorable, but it does help to break it down. So this is going to be the back of the house, And I am going to use some Tombow liquid glue. It could be birdseed, Billy. I think it could be a little bit of either one. But if you need some grunge for a card, definitely there's your grunge. So I'm just adding this to the back. I just want to give the back of the birdhouse a little bit of texture. Okay? So gives it a little bit of depth. And now we're going to do this piece right here. Okay? And I think all I really need to do is just add some liquid glue along here. So Tombow liquid glue is going to kind of be your friend in piecing a lot of this together. And then all we do is lay this right on top. Okay? So that's the back of your birdhouse. That's it. So the back is done. And now we're going to move to the front. And if I show you on another sample, you can see with Petunia Pop, we added that bottom layer and then we added this top. Now, you can certainly make your birdhouse any way you want, okay? This is neither right nor wrong. It's just the way I decided to put my pieces together, okay? All right, let's set this aside. And now we're gonna bring in the front of the birdhouse. And I'm just thinking, we do need to stamp a bird and cut it out. And I feel like maybe we should go ahead and do that now. And then the assembly for the birdhouse front be a little bit easier, I think. Okay, so hang tight. And we're going to get out the black Memento ink. Now we want to use black because we're going to color with our blends. All right. And I'm going to stamp 2 birds. And the reason I'm doing 2 is, what if my die slips? If my die slips, I've got an extra bird already stamped. All right. And I do not need 3 birds, but I'm going to have stamped 3 anyway. Okay, so we want to look for the bird die, and here he is. The last bird set that I had called Seasonal Branches, I lost the bird. I wonder if this bird would work. No, they look like they're different shape. All right, so let's use a little bit of Post-it tape. And let me get my readers on. I don't know why I think that I can do this without my readers. That ought to take care of that. I shouldn't need another piece of tape. I'm going to zoom out so that you all can see the machine and the sandwich. Platform 1, platform 2, cutting pad 3, we have our bird, and another cutting pad 3. All right, and we should be okay. I didn't check the die, but hopefully it did not slip. Sorry about the shaking. All right, I think we got it. There we go. Woohoo! All right. So that's the cutting that we needed to do this evening. Just one little thing. Close this up. And we'll bring this back in. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do a bit of coloring. So for this, I've used crumb cake and peach pie. And for the peach pie, I think I'm going to use the light peach pie. And I'm going to put just a little coloring around his eye. Okay, just a tiny bit. And I think I'll actually take the dark crumb cake and I'll do a few little highlights here around these lines. I just heard thundering right outside my window. So if we do get a bad storm and we're disconnected, I probably won't be able to come back on. So we will just have to finish this at our next live. But hopefully that's not going to happen. It hasn't happened in 5 years. So, all right. So yeah, I'm just using crumb cake here, and I'm using the brush tip. By the way, I'm starting to use my brush tip more. So I guess my coloring is improving. I don't know. All right. His beak's going to be the same color. And then, and by the way, I know a lot of us like to color and then die cut. But if you color and spend all your time coloring and it's absolutely perfect, and then you go to die cut it, the die might slip, and then you've got to restamp your bird and recolor your bird. So sometimes I just like to do it like this. All right, our bird is done, and so now we can get back to our birdhouse. Okay. So here's the front. Okay, and I'm gonna zoom out a bit. Let me grab a sip of water, okay? Okay, and so what are we gonna do first? Well, let's put this on first. This is gonna be super easy, so let's get the easy piece done. And we're gonna put that right there. Okay, so that's the bottom. Then we're going to add this sweet little scallop piece, okay? And I am going to probably use my liquid glue here again. And I'm just gonna put little pieces, okay? Just little dots, okay? I'll put a little dot there because I didn't get up there in that corner, okay? Because my finger's in the corner. So, and then I'm going to be adding this about right here. So really, it's wherever you want to add it, but you want it to look about the same on both sides. What do you think? Okay, now remember this teeny tiny little piece we needed? I've already put an adhesive sheet on the back, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take your pick tool, and this white stuff I'm gonna peel up. Again, I used an adhesive sheet because I knew this would be a delicate piece. And then I am going to add it right here. Oh, let me show you something before I put it down. Do you see that little piece right there? Do you see that little groove? That is where this is gonna lay. It fits perfectly right in that little area. I hope that made sense. It might have been hard for you to see. I just noticed it for the first time. Yay, Susan got hers today. That is awesome. Carol, do you have it? Oh, good, you've ordered it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is great. All right, next step, we need to position our bird, okay? So we need to figure out where he's gonna go, all right? And then I want a little hole, and I want his beak kind of peeking in the hole. But look what happens when I put this little circle. It blends in, doesn't it? It blends right in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out a 3/4 inch circle punch. Now this is a retired punch, all right? We don't have it anymore. So a small punch will work, 3/4 inches. You could use a 1 inch. Also, look at your dies. You just might have a circle die about this size, okay? So this is the 3/4 inch circle punch that is retired. And I am actually going to add it. I'm going to add that donut, okay, to that white circle. And I think I'm just going to go around like this, okay? If I mess this up, we'll punch another circle. And then we're just going to add this, okay? And of course, I want it centered. So give me a sec. Ah! This is the hard part. Okay, I got it. All right. All right. I'm glad y'all like the birdhouse. Thank you. Yeah, we're making a birdhouse, Janet, not a card. But ladies, this birdhouse could go on a card, okay? It doesn't have to be a box. All right, let's get back. And now we want to add air circle, okay? And we want to add it very close to his beak. So I think that's going to be a good position. I'm going to leave the bird there. He is not attached. And then this is going to give me wiggle room, just in case I need to move that circle. All right, but I think we're pretty good. You're going to kind of center this between the two pieces, the two sides, okay? All right, everybody got it? Are you with me so far? We're almost done, believe it or not. Now, I am adding this cute little leaf. This also would have been super cute in white, okay? And with this, I think I'm going to use a glue dot. Where are my glue dots? Right here. All right, because I'm going to tuck this right under the bird. Let's see if I can get this up. And we want our leaves about right there. So I'm going to put that about there. This is kind of like putting a puzzle together. Hang on, my glue dot stuck to my, come on, you stuck to my grid paper. All right. Okay, and now this will be ready, and actually I want to pull this up. Let's pull this up some, because I do want my leaf to show. All right, let's redo this. All right. Maybe we shouldn't use a glue dot. You might want to try your Tombow glue, but whatever works for you. All right. So I think it's still not high enough. Not happy, ladies. I am not happy where these leaves are going. I'm going to fix this. Gracious. It's like my first day of stamping here. All right. There we go. I am much happier with that. All right. And now we're ready to add our little birdie. And I'm just going to put some glue right in that area because I know that's where we're going to position the bird. Margaret, I am crazy, but you already knew that, right? You already knew that. You know what? I had the birdhouses at open house and everybody wanted to make them. So that's why we're doing it. So it'll be fun, I promise. That leaf might be the hardest thing. Okay, let's add a flower. And we're gonna add this one, the large white one first, okay? And I think I'm gonna add a glue dot. And we're gonna put it about right there, okay? And you can certainly curl these petals. Yes, Leslie, I wish I had glued the leaves to the back of the bird. And so this weekend when I teach class, that is exactly what we're going to do. All right, one more piece, and this is our little peach pie. Now this one, I'll go ahead and use glue. I didn't use glue here because I didn't want to wait for it to dry. All right, and then we'll just kind of alternate those petals right there. We'll give it a few seconds to dry. Yes, in hindsight, put your leaves on the back of your bird. That is going to be so much easier for you. All right. So Simone says, I imagine this birdhouse with the new Christmas bundle I will order today. So you can order the Country Birdhouse Bundle today. Absolutely. Okay. Actually, you know what? I checked inventory this evening and it might be on back order. Don't quote me. But it may possibly be on back order. I am moving my dies out of the way so that I don't lose them. And we're going to assemble our house. Are you ready? So that's not too bad, is it? Was that hard? Okay. I'm going to add a really cute little peach pie shimmer gem. These are amazing. If you joined my In Color product share, you're getting a half package of these. They're currently on back order, but my ladies will have them in their box, okay? They will be in the box. Yeah, thanks, Simone, for checking. That'll be great. All right, well, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this together. All right, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I did the boxes in the same color as the house because you're going to notice with the house, and I'm going to put it together here, you can see a little bit of the box in the background, okay? And so that's why I wanted the same color. And I am going to put Tombow liquid glue right in this area, okay? The same area that's going to be attached to the box, okay? And what you're doing is you're going to center this, which I think mine is centered. All right, I just heard thunder again. So there we are. And we let it dry. And I did add a little too much glue there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Post-it note and I'm going to wipe it off just like that. And it should be absolutely fine. You can tell I made this about 3 weeks ago because I forgot how to put it together. All right, another thing you can do is this. Let's try this and see how it works. We'll take the Tombow liquid glue and we'll do a little bit there. All right. And then I can put a little bit at the top of the box. And between those two things, it should be just fine. All right, it's not rocket science, okay? So don't fret. All right. Oh, Cheryl, I'm so glad you like it. Thank you so much. Cheryl, did you see all the different colors that I made them in? I'm still holding my dies. I'm so afraid I'm going to lose my dies that I don't know what to do. I'm going to put this up, Cheryl, so that you can see all of them. There's peach pie that we made tonight. This is our petunia pop. Pretty in pink. Shy shamrock. And summer sky. Summer splash. Summer splash. So there they are. And for those ladies joining me this weekend for class, we'll be making one of these. Yes, I am crazy, but it's going to be fun, I promise. Yeah, as soon as you get your share box, oh my gosh, absolutely, Diana, absolutely. Oh, can't wait, so excited. All right. Oh, yes, Sonia, please make one during your recovery. Hopefully you'll have time to do a little crafting at that time. Does everybody have a favorite birdhouse? All right. So, ladies, guess what? This is the very last day to register for my In Color share box. I am getting so excited. I'm like a kid at Christmas. It is going to be so fun. And I received a comment today. I received an email, and I just want to share it with you because I thought it was, I like, you know, I read it and I was very happy with it. So this came from a new customer, Fran. I love the things that you're including in the box. Let's just say that it's different from all the rest. It's filled with a generous supply of consumable items along with the extra helpful tools such as the color coach and an opportunity to make 5 make and take projects. And it's packaged beautifully. I'm looking forward to receiving my first box from you. So it is still available. Tonight is the last night. So Simone, are you telling me that the Country Birdhouse is still available? I think that's what you're saying. So I hope it is. So I'm going to show you real quick. This is actually the cover of the box. That's going to be your cover. All right? And it's going to be on top of your 10 by 10 pizza box. All right? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to show you what's inside. This comes with a free class. And there'll be 5 make and take cards in this box that we create together. So let's open it up and I'll show you real quick. We're going to start with cardstock. There are 20 card bases in here, all 5 in colors. It's pre-cut cardstock and pre-scored. It is ready for you to make a card with. Then you're going to find the amazing designer paper that we used tonight to create our birdhouse. Carolyn, are you getting an In Color product share? You'll have everything you need except the Country Birdhouse Bundle, all right? So do consider this. So these are the In Colors. It's a half a package. It's 20 sheets. You're gonna also get a designer paper reference tool. And I'm going to teach you how to put this together in our private Facebook group. I'm going to be with you the entire month of June, my color box people. I'll be coming to you each week with ideas and card inspiration. Then you're going to get glimmer paper. You're going to get 2 of each color. That's going to give you 10 sheets. And then you have a reordering reference tool. This is for your reorder when you finish your glimmer paper. Then you're going to find ribbon, 12.5 yards of this gorgeous ribbon. It's 2.5 yards of each color, and I've included item numbers for easy reordering. Half package of shimmer gems. These are on back order. They are not available right now, but in your share box, yours will be in the box, okay? The designer paper's on back order right now, but your designer paper will be in the box next week. You're gonna get a half package of resin dots. Now, these are on back order and these will ship to you separately, all right? You're going to also receive a free color coach, and you're going to get a sample of the cardstock paper, and I'll show you last year's color coach. I'm still in the process of getting these copied. So it'll say, it might say Summer Splash, and it's going to give you 3 different sets of colors. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Everyone begged me for the color palette, so guess what? You're getting a color palette free. All right, I threw it in at the very last minute. Now, it will also include 5 cards. They will be our make and take cards. We will have a private class at the end of June, and I'll give you all those details. They'll be included in the box, so don't worry about the card class right now. It is recorded in case you can't make it. All right, this box is wonderful. You know why? It's different, and it has a label on it. This is excellent storage for 2 years. This color palette you're gonna have for 2 years. So I'm going to show you where you can sign up. I'm going to head over to my Facebook page. Excuse me, my throat is getting dry. All right, so over on I'm going to refresh my Facebook page. Okay. And if you scroll down my Facebook page, here we are right now, but if you scroll down to featured items, you can go over here to this square and click on it, and it will give you a link where you sign up. Okay, this is where you sign up for the paper share. All right, one other thing I want to show you, another way to get to it. If you scroll down my Facebook page, you're going to see it in various places. This is the review that I just read you. And register here before it's too late. We're going to click that link, and it's going to take you to the page. And this is where you're going to fill in your email address and hit next. You're going to complete these questions so that I know where you live, so that I can estimate your priority mail shipping. By the way, it takes 2 to 3 days. I'll be able to track your package to let you know when it's coming in case you're concerned. You get to vote on your favorite color, which I'm going to share these in our private Facebook group. And then this is really important. You got to hit submit, okay? Hit submit, and I'm going to get an email, and it's going to say so-and-so signed up, and that's when I'll send you an invoice. I always forget to tell you this part, and it's just because I forget, and that is the share box is $59.50 plus shipping, okay? And it depends on where you live in the U.S. as to what your shipping cost will be, because it goes by weight and distance, okay? Any questions for me that you might have on the share box? It does close tonight at midnight, so I can do one final order tomorrow. I'll show you some more in color pictures, and you probably saw these on my blog, or maybe you saw them on my Facebook page. But again, there's cardstock, there's designer paper, so you've got those consumable supplies for creating these cards, okay? And something I do need to mention, this is the second thing I always forget. There is a bundle that I am going to use with the box, and the bundle is called, hang on so I can show it to you. I always forget, Labeled with Love. Let me see if I can find it. Labeled with Love is the bundle that we're gonna use. Okay, and I'll show you in a second. We're gonna use that to create our make and take projects. There's Peach Pie, a little Summer Splash, and all 5 of the cards there. That was my incentive trip swap. Okay, so let me show you the bundle. And you have until the end of June, well, until mid-June to order it. It is on page 58. And you can select the stamp set with the dies, or you can select the stamp set with the punch. So you've got 2 different price points. It's up to you. This is what we're going to use to create those make and takes. And even if you don't have this, I can give you some alternative ideas. All right, so don't sweat the small stuff, okay? All right, so I think that's it for tonight. I do want to give you an update though on some of my Facebook Lives that are coming up. I'm not sure what Christmas Bird said Simone is referring to. So Simone, maybe you can help us with that, because I'm not sure what you meant by that. Okay, Facebook Live, okay? Next week, and the inks you're gonna need are the in colors. That's all you need. You need your in color inks. And of course, I'll be posting all that once the boxes are shipped. But you'll need your in color inks and the bundle, and everything else is provided. Okay? So, oh yes, and Kisha has some PDFs for me. So Kisha, I'll get to that in a second. Okay? All right, so two more things I need to tell you about. Kisha sent me some PDFs today of the designer paper all on one sheet. Okay, so it's all the current designer paper that's in our new book. She sent me a list for that. So I'm going to be putting that on my blog post tomorrow where you can download and print it. Kisha, you also sent me another PDF and it's slipping my mind right now. Was it embellishments? I'm trying to remember, so I'll get Kisha to let me know, but that's an excellent resource and I so appreciate it. That's just, it made my day, Kisha, when you sent me those today. So those PDFs I'll put on the blog post tomorrow with the supply list for tonight's Birdhouse, okay? All right, so now my Facebook Live dates, all right? Okay. I don't know if she did one for punches or not. Kisha said, okay, Kisha did printouts for the DSP, or designer paper, embellishments, and it looks like online exclusives, Kisha. Am I correct on that one? I'm sorry, I had taken my mom to the doctor today, so I just quickly looked at one of the PDFs. Okay. So Kisha said there are 2 PDFs. There's one for the big catalog and then one for online exclusives. That's awesome. Thank you, Kisha.